Hi, Matt Schneider. I'm going to go through our integrative exercises for days 1, 3, and 5. The way I've split it up is I've gone every other day, bilateral. Days 2 and 4, we've progressed into unilateral, more complex cutting maneuvers. But for days 1, 3, and 5, again, it's all about that feedback, about our alignment. It's about using transitional dynamic movements and working in good alignment. Very first thing we want to do is our wall jumps. And wall jumps are relatively simple. Feet shoulder width point apart. Good alignment. Our patella over our second toe. We want to go into knee flexion, and immediately when I work with female athletes, it's the knee valgus almost immediately, and most of the girls I work with, as soon as they get here. And really, the verbal feedback is important. Encourage them to maintain good posture, hands up, and make sure they're landing. And we want to do this relatively quick and offer feedback. So it's we're encouraging them not to land stiff-legged. Take the force through their legs and then hop back up. The second movement is going to be our tuck jumps. Again, tuck jumps are a pretty difficult maneuver for athletes. It's something that needs to be progressed. As soon as I see a compromised position with tuck jumps with athletes, I'll usually stop them. I usually talk to them, allow them a little bit of rest, and ask them to try again. And if they can't, I know we're done for the day. So, feet shoulder width apart again. Good alignment. Idea is to bring those legs up to parallel. Lead from a set of footprints, land on a set of footprints. So if you're outside or inside, it's helpful to have something on the floor that the athlete can visualize as to where they're landing. And again, we want to encourage our athletes knees up, and we want to encourage those soft landings. Landing with flexed knees. Going into broad jump. Again, broad jumps. I always rationalize the first few times we do this with athletes. Maintain good posture. Make sure we're not seeing any of that knee valgus. I'm not concerned with the first few times about how far they can jump. I know the textbook says maximal jump. I prefer form first, and then we can work on generating good form while encouraging maximum force production. Again, come down and then hold. Encourage them to hold and to identify whether or not they're in good position. 5-second hold seems to be the recommended amount of time. You'll hear both athletes realize that they can identify whether or not they've landed in good posture. Finally, go into squat jumps. Squat jumps are slightly different from wall jumps. Squat jumps, we're just encouraging, again, that squat. We're looking for the upper body and the pelvis. If you take a pole, put it between here, they act together. And this is really important. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see excessive forward leaning. And we don't want to see athletes falling back. We want to see good posture here. We want to come down and then up and land soft again. Same footprints. We're looking for them to come back down quietly. And then finally, with a bilateral move, 180 jumps are a good plyometric move. They kind of teach athletes to use the upper body and lower body in the core, and really requires them to think how they're using their lower extremities so that there's no valgus in the knees as they move into the rotation, and that the upper and lower body are functioning in a synchronized manner. Start slow. Always start slow. Good posture. And my athletes turn. 5 in one direction. Soft landings. Again, as we progress with this, we pick up the pace and we get a more sport-specific maneuver, especially with volleyball, especially with basketball. Days 2 and 4, like I said, the integrated function, we're going to get into aspects of bilateral to unilateral. We'll get into cutting maneuvers.